Well, welcome to part 2 of the property tour. We're now standing on the top of the hill, highest point of the property, close to the northwest corner. We're not quite there yet, but we're looking directly south now. And in the previous video we had videos of the southwest corner. Well, now we're looking way down there is the southwest corner, and quite a nice view here from up here. Kind of one of the things that sold the property for us. Nice vistas of trees and houses. Don't see roads. That is the back forest behind the house. It goes down a hill, and we are standing in the cut line, or the old government road allowance. So now when I said that our property goes down the hill, up the hill, and then down the hill, this is going down the hill towards 762. So we have just another probably, I don't know, 300 feet down the hill here, and then it cuts directly east to the highway. So there's a little bit of a low area here. When we first looked at the property, it was a little bit of almost a pond. That's how much water was down there. There's Mrs. from the Woods making her way down the hill, and our property goes down this hill and up to about the top of the next knoll. So, oh, there's Mrs. from the Woods again. So we're going to take a walk down there, and I have a trail camera set up to try and capture some of the wildlife that's around here.
And there we have Mr. from the Woods smoking a wonderful, what kind of cigar is that? A Vega Fina. Ooh. On this beautiful day in January. It's about +3 right now, we're guessing, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Compared to last week when it was -32 with wind chills in the high -30s. This is beautiful. Okay, I think that's probably good for now.
So Mrs. from the Woods is enjoying the sun on this beautiful day, January the 12th. And again, we're above zero here and enjoying the afternoon. We were in the forest this afternoon cutting trees down, and now we're going for our afternoon walk, and Evelyn's sitting at another sitting station that we have set up. 2 chairs we just hauled up here. If you call that a sitting station. And again, the views and the house is down to the right there, and we're looking, I'm going to say southeast now, and then panning down, and then you can see the studio in the distance there. So now we're standing looking west, more so at the neighbor's property, but when I was talking about that our property line went to the left of the fence line, if you look inside the trees there, you can kind of see 2 fence poles, and they kind of define how far in our land goes, and then it follows a straight line heading north-south. And so we own a little bit of the trees to the left of the fence line, and the owners next door are looking to relocate the fence. We're not in a huge hurry to do that, but it would be kind of nice eventually to have that done. They've got 120 acres next door. We have 15 and a half roughly, and again, looking down the government road allowance. Now we're standing at the very northwest corner of our property. So the last little clip was we were standing at the top of that hill into a little bit of a knoll here, and right about there, right underneath the no shooting or trespassing sign, is a little survey stake, which is the very northwest corner of our property, and it will head directly east to the highway, which would define the boundary of our property, and again the neighbor's property there, and we border Crown land, which is leased out to one of the neighboring farmers for grazing, but this little corner is kind of cut off by the highway, and no good for anything, so we just tromp all over it wherever we feel like, and he's okay with that because he won't be using it. But so now we're looking directly east, and if you kind of use your imagination, towards the highway would be the other edge of our property. So this little area in the forest, which is north of our house, has a little game trail. Doesn't look like it's been used much lately. There's no fresh prints in the snow, but we have a little game camera right against that tree. You know, blends in pretty good. I got that from Wholesale Sports, where Jordan used to work, and got it when they went out of business on a liquidation sale. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to have and take pictures. We've caught lots of whitetail, one fox, and that's about it. So we haven't caught anything, but well, there's Mrs. from the Woods making her way towards us down the little hill, just about onto the game trail, and so now she would be coming right on the game trail that runs through this portion of the property. Lots of deer, and we see lots of whitetail, probably the same ones over and over, but still fun to watch.
Here we are with Mr. from the Woods checking our trail camera. We love to see what's all out here. This morning, not on the trail camera, Mr. from the Woods saw a, what was it again? Not a ferret. What was it? A
Ermine.
A thurman? Ermine.
So that is a little...
We looked it up and now we forget already. It's a sign of old age.
Weasel.
A weasel. It's a type of weasel. So we see the occasional fox, but we haven't seen anything else, like moose. We live by Moose Mountain. We'd love to see some moose, but what are you doing? You gonna take the whole camera with you then? Oh, are we going to put it in a different spot?
Yeah.
Okay. Say see you later.
Now we're standing in the forest portion behind the house, and you can kind of see that it goes downhill here to the highway. Kind of a nice little area here. Again, not a whole lot you can do with this area other than just walk and enjoy it. But being in the foothills, we get lots and lots of hills and valleys and dales and all kinds of fun stuff. So this is actually a nice quiet spot, and love to come walking here quite often. So another view of the forest behind the house. I'd say that in this part of the forest there's more aspen than spruce, and down below there's more spruce than aspen. So pretty tall trees, pretty mature forest, pretty wide open. Again, lots of fallen trees. Don't know when we'll get to cleaning this up, if ever, but yeah, we were just watching a woodpecker searching for its dinner. Lots of birds, blue jays, gray jays. We get grouse, chickadees, as you'd expect in a forest. So now we're coming to the portion of the forest where we'll probably be making a little walking path. Make it a little bit easier to make it through the trees, although there's not a whole lot of underbrush. It's pretty open, you can walk pretty well everywhere. But again, a nice view as the sun starts to set here. It's about 3:30, quarter to 4. nice to have the days start to get a bit longer.
So here's another game trail up on top of the hill. And we're hoping to make a path here, putting bark chips down and whatever to make it easier for people to walk. But there goes Mr. from the Woods. Out and around. We're going to put the trail camera in a new spot. And this is close to another trail a deer cross. And we're making a footpath here as well. Boy, that blends right in with the scenery. The deer don't know what hits them when the camera flashes.
So now we're making our way to the southeast corner. And just a quick view of the highway that borders our property. We're standing up on the hill, probably, oh, I don't know, 50 feet high, higher than the road. And yeah, again, a bit of a berm that protects us from the noise of the highway. This is kind of an interesting tree that we found in the forest. It's growing totally sideways. One of the healthier trees in the forest by the looks of it. Growing totally sideways with branches starting to make their way up. There's another bigger one in the forest in the back there, but kind of hard to get to. Kind of a neat tree. Must have fallen over and decided it wanted to live and kept on going. So that concludes our tour of the property. We hope that you've enjoyed it and got a bit of an idea where we're living and what we have to put up with, and all the things that we get to enjoy and that we get to enjoy this coming summer. Lots of fun stuff. So we'll see you on the next video, and subscribe.
Thanks.